Hey there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and it's time for another edition of What the Fugue, where I talk about what's going on with me in my world of comics. How's it going, everybody? Let's see, right off the bat. This is this Wednesday. Black Canary, the comic book. It released the Volume 1 trade. Pick it up if you want, I guess, if you didn't pick up the singles, if you're interested. I don't know that it's a book that I would recommend. I really enjoy it. I love the colors that are in it. I like the idea of a Black Canary being in a rock and roll band and all of that. And it's just fun. But what I really want to talk about with that briefly is they actually have the band, the comic book band, actually has their own music page on Bandcamp. And they have 3 songs, 2 originals, I believe, and 1 is a cover of a Bajas song. So, all awesome. I love Bajas, and I thought it was fun. That was a fun idea. I think it's cool. Cool that they would do more of it. I'm really fascinated that they would spend the energy creating it and everything when we pretty much know we got like another arc. I don't think the book exists going into Rebirth. Could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing it. So, but still cool. I mean, they actually made 2 songs. I mean, they have singing and everything in it. Maybe the music isn't your cup of tea. I don't know. Whatever. I know it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, clearly the internet's already, people bad mouthing it or whatever. But whatever. Haters gonna hate, right? Anyway, so that's pretty cool. So it's that was kind of fun to check out and whatnot. I hear the big things happen in Batgirl, issue number 489 that comes out today. I don't have a copy of it. I actually dropped it with the last issue. I may end up going to the local chain store and see if I can get a copy. Just because I want to see what they did. I mean, I know what happens. I mean, they alternate her history some, which is fine. I want to see how they do it, though. Yeah, I want to see. I want to see how they do it. I want to see if it comes across good or if it comes across closer to being like, a Spider-Man or a Dallas sort of a thing where you wake up in the shower and you'd slipped and hit your head, or in the case of Spider-Man, it was all clones and nothing was real or whatever, and so you just erase a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious to see. If nothing else, we'll be discussing on Comic Book Roundtable this Saturday. If I don't actually get my copy, I know that Luke from Luke Batman Reviews, I know that he has a copy. I don't have a copy. I'll definitely be asking Luke a bunch of questions about it. So if you're not reading it and you're interested, check the show out on Saturday at 6:30 Pacific Time, 9:30 Eastern, and see what we have to say about it. Could be interesting to see what that is. I haven't seen a real blow up on the internet yet. Kind of surprised, all things considered. Considering some of the excitement there was around some of that content earlier in the year. Be kind of interesting. See exactly how that all plays out. So, as I talk around instead of talking about it actually, so I don't spoil anything. What else? Not a lot. I did go on Ghost Critics channel on Sunday and did a live hangout with him. We basically talked news, about the news, kind of a thing. I had fun, had a great time talking with Mark, always do. Would love to do more shows with him. Him being in England makes it kind of tough to figure out how to do, how time works out for both of us kind of thing, but it worked out. It was fine for me. It was like 6 o'clock his time, 10 o'clock in the morning my time. That works for me. But anyway, so yeah, that was fun. Enjoy that. Always enjoy getting to talk to other YouTubers, whether that be in a hangout that everybody else gets to watch or just us hanging out and chatting. Lots of fun there. Today I got my passes for Emerald City Comic Con. I wish I had them here. I kind of forgot about it. I would have shown them to you. There are, you may have seen them around the internet. I had the 3-day passes, so it's got Saga on them. I believe the scene is from a couple issues ago where Hazel is at it's kind of a prison of sorts, and it's two characters that I don't think are named or anything like that. One doing a prison tattoo on another. It's one Mooney tattooing another Mooney, kind of a thing, I believe. And yeah, so it's got magical tattoos as opposed to teardrops and mom tattoos. So that's cool. Excited for that, and it's getting real now. About a month away. So I believe also up on the Emerald City Comic Con site, they posted their panels now, the scheduling times for their panels and stuff. So it's about time to start making a plan, a battle plan as to what I'm going to do. This year, I don't think it's going to be as complicated as it's been in the past, as I've talked about multiple times. This will be the first year that I'm not going to Emerald City Comic Con with the intention of buying original art, either con sketches or comic book pages. So I don't have to be someplace right away, first in line to get something as far as getting on getting on a sketch list, because if you're not one of the first people, generally you might not ever get to see. An artist do work for you, and if there's a particular page that you want or art you want to look at, you usually want to get to those artists pretty quick, and the odd chance there's somebody else that's looking for said art. So the plan this year really is to concentrate more on back issues. And the reason I'm not getting art, it's not that I don't want art. I would love to have a ton more art. There are artists going to be there that I would love to have original pages from. But I spent a large portion of my yearly play money that's outside of my normal budget on a drum kit. And so I don't have the same sort of resources to responsibly buy art. Now, does that mean that I might not come back from Emerald City Comic Con with some art? I may still, depending on, the conditions are right. Sometimes you just can't leave stuff behind, right? But anyway, my goal is to buy books. That will be the thing. Last year was my first year of really venturing into diving into long boxes, trying to find particular things that I would want or need. So I'll be doing more of that this year. We're really going to be concentrating probably on, I think there's like 3 titles really that I'm most interested in. The Brave and the Bold, I'm always working on. House of Mystery, which I want to focus more on too. And My Greatest Adventure, solely because Doom Patrol started out in My Greatest Adventure. I have all the Doom Patrol issues. You can go back and watch videos or whatever and see all my Doom Patrol issues. But I'd like to fill that out as best I can. You just hardly ever see My Greatest Adventure books. And I don't know that it's because they're really rare, or if it's the fact that it's just not a general interest in most people's. I don't know. So I'm hoping I can get some good deals on that. I'm hoping I can find some of those and get some good deals. I'm hoping it's less the rarity and most people just don't care. So if somebody's carrying them, maybe I can get a good sale on them because, well, I'm guessing maybe that's stock that doesn't move very quickly because there's not a great clamoring interest for it. So we'll see how that all works out. And as I get closer, I'll make a bigger battle plan. I'll start collecting the comics that I want to take with me to have creators sign and that sort of stuff. And more than likely, I'll shoot that in some sort of video to keep everybody involved with that, if interested. I'm always interested in other people's con adventures, so I assume people would watch mine too. So there's that. That's going to be coming up. You got a month, so that should start trickling in as I get serious about that. I'm hoping to do a different kind of video this week as far as not so much reviews or talking about the books. I kind of got this idea. I think I want to just take a single page of each of the comics I read last week. Single page. Show that single page, read that single page. It's just something different to show, a hint of what is in the books that I'm reading that maybe you're not checking out one. The biggest thing I have to figure out though is I have to figure out how to get a good picture of the page, of the full comic book page. I haven't figured out how to do that though. Because I don't want to go to some torrent site and BitTorrent illegally the comic book, even though I own an actual version of it. I don't want to go anywhere near any of that ugly stuff at all to get a a good picture of it. So haven't figured out if, like with the camera I'm using here, it does take stills. I don't know if there's a way I can set it up so I can take these pictures of the pages that I want so you can see the page or not. So it may all fall apart, and we'll get to the end of the week, and I won't have it done yet, and it'll be time for the new comics, and I'll never get to it. So we'll see. We'll see if I actually get to that or not. But anyway, I don't think there's anything else in particular that I'm itching to talk about and whatnot. There was a brief little announcement about the Rebirth DC stuff, and about the fact on the 24th of March they'll be there at WonderCon, and they have 9 o'clock in the morning, I think, is when it's going to start. They're going to have their thing. They're going to talk about it. All the big people are going to be there. Dan Didio, Jim Lee, Jeff Johns. They're all going to be there. They're going to be talking about Rebirth. The people who are going to WonderCon, if they can make it in, if they can get in the door, it's first come, first serve. Those people will get like some lithographic poster from Jim Lee, and they're going to announce a lot of who the creators are there, and some more of that type of stuff. A lot of the creators are supposed to be there. So that's kind of interesting, because then if you start looking at the guests that are at WonderCon, then you start to wonder, how many of those guests are working for DC? Because there's people like Francisco Francavilla, who is going to be a guest, I believe, at WonderCon. Getting him back on a DC book would be pretty awesome. There's some other interesting people, so it'll be really interesting. That's a Friday. I haven't figured out, because they're gonna broadcast it live on YouTube. So I've been trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll watch it on my phone while I'm at work, because I don't get off from work that early on Friday. I do get off work early on Fridays sometimes, but not that kind of early. So we'll see. We'll see. It should be exciting, though. Really curious to see what that all looks like. I want to know what it all looks like, so then I can start making a plan for what my pull list might be going forward. I'm still leaning to not getting the double shipped things, unless they can give me a good sense of how the double ship is going to work. So, anyway, that's it. I'll see you later on the week, and I'll see you on the weekend. Nothing else. Have a great one, everybody. Bye.